Hey Rui, what stood out the most to you on the court, just about the way the team was playing, kind of first real run through against an experienced team in Golden State that's pretty fluid together. Where do you guys need to get things cleaned up on both ends?
Um, as you guys know that this is, we just started. This is probably like second game we actually played together, everybody. So we still trying to figure out our rhythm. Everybody we still kind of get to know, kind of thing. We had a lot of practices, but we had also in the game. Somebody was out, somebody's in. So especially against the Golden State, they've been playing together for probably 4 or 5 years together. So I think that was the difference. Other than that, I think we did a lot of things that we're supposed to do, and yeah, it's a process. We're gonna be better.
This might be along those same lines, but what can get better in the third quarters, and I guess not just preseason, but back to last year as well.
I mean, yeah, we talk about it's been like this probably since I got here too. It's something that we have been problem with. The third quarter. Yeah, I think it's a mind thing. We got locked in. As a team, we have to be ready to play basketball from the start. Third quarter. It's just. I think as a team we have to lock in. We might have to meet. With the players and then kind of talk before the game or something like that. I mean, before the third quarter or something. So and then we can figure it out.
Rui, what did you make of Luca's night, and how can you guys kind of obviously he had huge numbers, but how can you guys find pockets to create offense for yourself around him and Austin?
Yeah, he was being very aggressive today. I think with him he get a lot of attention. So as you guys saw, I had a lot of wide open threes from him especially. So yeah, those gonna be the season. We're gonna have they're gonna guard whatever takes. They're gonna do whatever to take guard him. So we have to be ready. Especially us. Me, Gabe, Vando. Those guys. We always have to be ready to shoot to make a decision. So yeah, that's gonna be very important for us.
Sorry to follow up on that. Is it more than just catch and shoot though? I mean like.
Catch and shoot is gonna be a lot. But also. You guys saw last year. I had a back cut too. Those. Cutting to the rim. Those kind of stuff coming. You just can't do right away. Have to kind of figure out the space first. We have a DA. In the paint right now sitting. So it's a little different than like before. So I gotta figure it out. What's the timing, this and that. So yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
I know you guys aren't here for moral victories, but when you cut it from 16-6 in the fourth quarter, does that show something to the group? That like, hey, we're gonna figure this out no matter what, and even when it looks like pretty bleak, that there's not gonna be quitting us.
Yeah, the start of third quarter, the Warriors they pushed us, they made a run, and then we made a run too, but we kind of relaxed. We had an easy three. Buddy Hill made like a couple, easy threes. We could kind of avoid that. So those kind of stuff we have to kind of keep building. Once we locked in, we gotta keep that. Especially the third quarter, fourth quarter. Those 1-2 positions gonna be really important. So yeah, we just gotta keep building it and just focus on those kind of stuff.
Hey, Rui, this is not just for you individually, just the team. Like the Lakers have been pretty good at defending without fouling over the years. What do you feel after being out there tonight? Was the challenge in defending the Warriors without fouling, specifically Jimmy getting to the line 16 times?
Yeah, I mean, we talk about before the game, we want to be physical, and then we said during the game too, Jimmy going to try to look for the foul, he's not really trying to score, so we knew it, but it's just hard for him, he knows exactly the angles and how, those, the defenders' arms, what positions, so it's hard to guard him, but we gotta be careful with that. But yeah, it's those kind of stuff. Some nights it's like that. So we gotta watch film, and as a team we have to lock in.
Rui, I think Luka was 13 for 14 in the paint. Just what have you noticed from him, kind of relative to last year, as he's gotten in this kind of condition, and how does that play out on the court for you when you watch him?
Yeah, I think for tonight, especially against the Warriors, they're a small team. We talk about the paint's gonna be almost open. No shot blocker almost. So we talk about that. So yeah, he was trying to see that the pains, and then once they swollen, then we have to, there's something like me, I have to be ready for the, shots and stuff. So yeah, he did what exactly we supposed to do.
お疲れ様です。今日、スリーは3本決めてましたけれども、なんかオフェンスに絡めてない時間帯っていうのがあったんですけれども、あれは、ディフェンスの守り方とかそういったことでディフェンスを引きつけてるってことで、仕方ないところなのか、それとももっとなんか絡めてない時間帯に自分でできることがなんかあったと思いますか？
そうですね、リーグでもずっとやってきてる中で、相手のチームからも、そういうこっちの単語でいうレーザーって言われてて、シュートを打たせられないようにスリーポイントが得意な選手だって言われているので、そういうところで相手はそれを見てやってたんじゃないかなと思うので、そこが僕がボール持ってなかった時が大きかった理由じゃないかなと思います。
あとそのボールを持つ機会だとかシュートを打つ機会こそ少なかったんですけれども、キーとなるポイントでしっかり決めたことに関してはどのように思っていらっしゃいますか？
そうですね、僕はそういうのが得意な部分があるので、そこは自分でもいつも意識してますし、そういう流れを変えれるようなそういうシュートを決めたりとかプレーができるようにいつも心がけてます。
すみません、お疲れ様でした。チーム全体としてはやはり3クォーターの入りの序盤の方だったと思うんですけど、ああいう苦しい場面で改めてご自身、コートにいるときいないときでもチームの中での役割だったりとか、改めてこのシーズンどういうふうに向き合っていきたいなと思われますか？
そうですね、そういう流れを変える、僕がそういうオフェンスでもディフェンスでもプレーをして、できるってことが大事だと思うので、そこがチームのいつも言われている X ファクターのあれだと思うので、自分でもしっかりとそれを意識してやっていきたいなと思います。